Hello, hello, y'all. It's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. So, as you can see, I loaded the board. We are doing every other inside, outside, all the way around. So you're going to need 20 zip ties. Good morning. Good morning. If y'all float my boat, I'd appreciate it. So we are doing a 10-inch ruffle on the outside and a 20-inch woodland ruffle on the inside. So ruffle, woodland, ruffle, woodland, ruffle, woodland. So you're going to need 20 pieces of mesh. You're going to take 10 of those cut at 10 inches, and you're going to take 10 of those cut at 20 inches. Okay. Our ribbon tails, I did 10 ribbon tails cut at 14 inches. I did 5 gold and 5 cream and gold. So we're going to put this and this, and then this and this one in every other. Okay. So I did 10 of the green and gold, 5 of the gold, and 5 of the cream and gold. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going over what I did. Okay. So we're going to get these picks out of our way because we are going to add those last, and I need the room. We're going to prep our sign first. Now, generally on a wood sign, I will use my, look, this kit is going to make a mess, y'all. I'm just warning you. Have your baby wipes ready. So we're going to take our sign. Now, I always staple over pieces of cardboard just in case it goes through, but it should not. I'm going to use my automatic stapler. We're going to take a pipe cleaner. Just fold it in half. Just like that. Now, I use foam. We're going to put it right over, and I staple mine to the sign. Well, you got to get it over the pipe cleaner. And then you just give it a couple twists, and it's ready, and it does not go through the front of your wood sign. Okay. That's how I do my wood signs. Couple twists. And now our sign's ready to go. So we're going to put that aside. We're going to bring our board back up. Get our stapler out of the way. And we're ready to rock and roll, y'all. So we are going to put in the ruffles first, and then come back and put the woodland ruffle with the ribbon tails on top of that. So I have marked here on my board. What I did was lay out my sign. So mine's going to sit like that. and then we're going to put our bow here. If you wanted to, you could do it sideways and do it like this. Totally up to you how you want to do it. Well, how do y'all think I should do it actually? Should I do it oval like this, or should we do it like that? Either way, it's going to look amazing. This is generally the look I go through, or I go to, but either way would definitely work. Do it slanted like this. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Y'all, I need to not be worrying about all this glitter on my table. All right, so I marked here and here. That's where my sign is going to sit. So from the top, I went 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where this part of my sign is going to sit. And then on the left-hand side, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 6 is where I'm thinking my sign's going to sit. Okay. So we're going to take, you need 10 pieces of 10-inch mesh. And we're going to ruffle from cut edge to cut edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And we are going to put these on the outside every other. So we're going to do 10 pieces, cut it 10 inches of ruffles. Just like that. Thanks. So this is just a way to give you extra coverage and a way to use up the rest of the mesh. Or you can save it for another project. Totally up to you. Good morning. What are y'all doing this weekend? Y'all got your bags ready for your trick-or-treaters. Y'all want to hear a joke? You want to hear a joke? What do you call a cold hot dog? What do you call a cold hot dog? Oh no, Carol. Nobody has a guess? A chili dog. I know, I'm a goober. I'm a goober. So 10 pieces. cut at 10 inches. You had 3 of your grandchildren, and yet you didn't think of it. See? Monk told me this one the other day. So now y'all are just going to have to be honest with me. Okay? Spell dig. D-I-G. Now spell it. I-T. Now say it out loud. Y'all be honest. Be honest with me. How did you say it out loud? Because when I answered him, I said, dig it. But he's like, no, silly grandma, it's digit. I was like, I'm so done with you. So who said digit and who said dig it? And you better be honest. All right. So we have the top. So we have to pay attention. Well, not really. Not yet anyway. So I know it looks like you said dig it. See, I did too. He's like, no, it's digit, Gooba. So we have 10 pieces cut at 10 inches, ruffled on the outside, every other. Okay. You said say it out loud. I said so now we have a 20-inch piece that we're going to do a woodland ruffle. So what did I, oh, there it is. That's things we learn from the youngins. Exactly. So we're going to take our 20-inch piece, take the inside of our mesh roller, and I'm just going to, right here's the top. Once that goes down once, I count that as one row. So we're just going to go down. Pull out our roller. Pinch it. And flip it. Okay, same thing to the other side. Now listen, if you're not OCD like me, you don't have to use the inside of a mesh roller. Just roll it. One time. Pull it out. Scrunch, and now we're going to scrunch from this roll to that roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring them together. Good morning, good morning. And then you can either use it this way, or, which is the curl side up, or we can do it this way with the curl down. I'm going to do it curl down. Okay, so this way will give you a little flatter look. This way will give you a more non-flatter look. Okay, so you're going to need 10 of those. And we are going to do those on the inside set of holes every other. Well, look, there's my stalker. Okay. As we're adding those, we are also going to add our ribbon tails. So we are doing half, or we're doing green in every set of tails. And then every other, we're going to do the solid gold and the cream and gold. Okay, so I have 10 green and then 5 of each of these. So we're going to get our green and gold, or I'm sorry, our green and gold. These are cut at 14 inches. Fold it in half. Unfold it. Pinch that middle. Bring them up. Just like that. So now we're going to put in our woodland ruffle and our ribbon tails at the same time. Every other on the inside. So ribbon tails are 14 inches and we did 10 of those. So we're just going to pull those back, or you can go right on top of them. Totally up to you. Actually, I think I'm just going to go. So I'm going to leave them down and put these right on top. Add our ribbon tails. I know, I love this mesh. That flung clear across the room, y'all. Okay. So that's what we're going for. So we did the gold. Now we're going to bring in the cream and gold for the next one. So we're doing every other. Okay, just like that. And we're going to do the rest of our ruffles. Sometimes those zip ties are out of control. I know. Now, sometimes I'll do them, especially if I'm just working on orders or something. I'll just load them as I use them. But it really, you can do it either way. Okay, now we're not going to fluff any more of these tails until we're completely done. Yes, I'm showing y'all that if you don't want to do a bow, this is how it would look. And you could be done and it would be perfectly fine. And then if you wanted to add a bow, what it would look like. So I'm kind of showing y'all two different options here. If you're Andrew, they're always flying. She cracks me up when she cuts them and just throws them behind her. Cracks me up. Because not everything really needs a bow. I say that, but but I wanted to just show y'all each way. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm making sure these two ruffles are buttoned up next to each other. Good morning, good morning. Okay, now we're going to get the cream. Who decorates with green and gold at Christmas? Yep, we have a sign. This is a kit from Unique in the Creek. It is 157OV Oscar Victor that you can get from uniqueinthecreek.com. If I wanted to do all the wooden ruffles, would I keep them at 20 or shorten them and just use one roll? This is still only one roll of mesh. So if you only wanted to do woodland ruffles, you could even go 22 to 25 inches if you just wanted to do the woodland ruffle. So all of this is still just one roll of mesh. You love the green and gold? I like it. I think it's pretty. It's just not the colors I use to decorate. Okay, now we're going to go to the solid gold. So my ribbon tails are 14 inches. We're using 10 of the green and gold, 5 of the gold, and 5 of the cream and gold. Red, green, and gold. You like red for Christmas? I do red, white with a touch of black. The new pastels are pretty. But I'm not one that goes and does new decor every year. I may add to what I already use. Otherwise, if I was starting over, I may end up toward the pastels. I don't know why. It's usually not my color palette, but I really like it. In silver and green, absolutely. Turquoise and silver. You update decor every few years? See, I don't. I have some decor or even Christmas ornaments that I've had for over 35 years. I just tend to add to my decor every year. But it's always been, and even my wrapping paper has to match. If somebody comes in with a blue wrapped Christmas present, it goes to the back of my tree. So they now know if you want your present to be seen, it has to match. I know that's horrible, but I just can't do it. You like the purple lately? The Santas, yes. Love my Santa, especially the Raz Santa. Tina Kelly got me a couple Raz Santa. Was it last year? I I'm just like, oh, it matches perfectly my Raz tree topper. Red and green in one room and red and white in the den with Disney. There you go. You've switched to brown so you can recycle it. You feel like you have to get another tree, y'all. So y'all know I have a 9-foot tree that I typically decorate. But there's no way I can get a 9-foot tree on my landing. So the 9-foot tree is going to go in the living room. But I'm thinking I might have to get another tree to decorate my landing. I don't know. It's either get another tree to decorate that landing or get the Santa Claus from Home Depot. Just don't know. Because I really like having that landing decorated. And I figure if I get a white tree, I could even leave the black tree up because it would look good for Valentine's. It would look good for St. Patty's. But then for patriotic season, I would want to get a white tree. I don't know. I'm just torn. Becky thinks the Santa from Home Depot. I can never have too many trees. I know. The Santa will fit on the lane. No, it won't. The Santa's too big to fit up there. Get the Sandy saying, get the Santa. It's either Santa or another tree. I just don't know, y'all. You left your white tree up to the 4th? Yeah, if I got a white, I could leave it pretty much up all season, all year round, except Halloween. So when looking for a house, do you make sure all your trees can fit? Yes. Yes. If my 9-foot tree cannot fit, then we don't even spend 30 seconds in the house. That's the one thing I will not deviate from. They'll both bring me joy. They both will. And I can't put a blow-up Santa on the landing because it'll just be too noisy and it'll drive me nuts. Get a white tree and change the lights. Yes, and that's what I did at the other house, is I did change the lights every season. Both in Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, happy New Year. And I'm gonna price some trees, and we're gonna see. Sandy, you're gonna get me in trouble. Burgundy and gold is beautiful. Yes, it is, for sure. Poinsettia is coming out in burgundy color, I've seen, but I like all the colors. Yes. Girl, can you bottle your energy? I wish. Because then I could get the tree and the Santa Claus. There has to be a layaway somewhere. Y'all stop. Mm-hmm. I know I do want both. do? You love poinsettias? All right, last piece going in. So quick recap, we did 10 pieces of 10-inch mesh, 10 pieces of 20-inch mesh. All the that one just flung too. All the ribbon tails are 14 inches. We did 10 green, 5 gold, and 5 cream and gold. I know you can see the board right there. You won't when I'm done. Trust me. Buy it online and break the payment options. I could do that. Y'all just trying to get me in trouble. Not that I'd really get in trouble, but okay. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fluff the ribbon. Realize your vision. I'll give you my daughter's number. So who got this kit already? There you go, Tina. It's called manifesting. You put a tree on your land and get a rotate. Oh, yes, Gwendolyn. Oh my God, yes. That would be amazing. Do a GoFundMe for my Christmas decor. That sounds good to me. You all love spending my money. Exactly. That's always nice, spending somebody else's or helping somebody else spend. Everybody's dream. You're looking for green mesh? Have you checked out uniqueinthecreek.com? Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, so we did 10 piece, 10-inch, 10 pieces of 10-inch mesh, ruffled every other on the outside. We did 10 pieces of 20-inch mesh in a woodland ruffle on every other on the inside. So that's still only one roll of mesh, y'all. Okay. Off Etsy and a 7-foot tree in no time flat. And then we did 14-inch ribbon tails. I did 10 of the green, 5 of the cream and gold, and 5 of the gold, and we did every other. So you get all 3 of these ribbons in this kit. Okay, so our sign right here is the top of your board. Okay, and you know that from the 2 off holes. Okay, so this is the top, this is the bottom. And my sign is going to sit just like that. Up just a little bit. So I'm going to take, I already attached my pipe cleaners. So if you missed that and you want to know how I did it, go back and watch the beginning of the video. I showed y'all how. And in the beginning, I showed y'all exactly where I'm attaching my sign. So we did, from the top, we did 4 sets of holes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the left, we did 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So row 4 and row 6 is how I'm doing it. Or you can just put it straight on. You can really do it however you would like. Okay, I put them on loosely and then adjust where I need to adjust. So I want it tight, but not so tight that it smushes all your mesh and everything. I want it just tight enough where it's not going to fall or go, you know, kind of looks like it's sliding down the whatever this thing is, the wreath. Do I have the number for the mesh? The mesh is RY850008. It is the matte gold. Okay, so right now, let me bring y'all up. We could call it done, right? So if you wanted to walk away from here, you most definitely could. But we're now going to add a bow, and we are going to add some of the picks that go in it. So these are the leaf glitter picks that went with this kit. So those and the green frosted eucalyptus also came in the kit. So step 1, you could walk away and be done. Just mesh, ribbon tails, and a sign. Okay. Step 2, we're going to add the picks, and that would be another stopping place. You could literally walk away and be done. And then step 3, we're going to add a bow where you'll definitely be done. All right, so I'm going to get my glue gun up here. Now, I broke these down quite a bit because I don't want big old chunks of these picks. I want just enough to just kind of bring it out just a little bit. Okay. So I've cut them down drastically. This is kind of what it looks like. Now I said, when you open these, make sure you do it over a trash can because the glitter will get everywhere. Question, can you spray the picks to help them stop shedding? You could. You could. So we're just going to go through and add some of these picks. Totally up to you how much you want to add. Hello, hello. Now, I'm not, if you've watched me anytime, you know I'm not one to add a bunch of these kinds of things. So it's totally up to you, you know, how much, if any, you would want to add. A friend wants to know if all the items needed for this wreath, this actual wreath is all in one kit. And everything that you see comes in that kit. So it is kit number 157. You get your boards, you get your zip ties, you get everything that you see here in this wreath. You just ordered the kit? Yay! Even the picks and the greenery come in the kit. Yep. Oh, I'm dragging all that ribbon. Let's put it back there. Okay, so right there could be another stopping point. So this kit really has so many stopping points that it's really, you know, kind of up to you how much or how little you want to add. Okay, now you could add these in, just kind of pop them in, kind of just here and there. And that would be another stopping point. Now, I'm not going to use these. Now, this is what they look like when they come in your kit. Okay. Now, I did pop the red berries off because there's just really, I really wanted to keep it the creams, greens, and golds. So I popped the red berries off. That would be totally up to you. You could leave them on. Extra ribbon, mesh, and sign to have on hand. That, yeah, you would just have to look on the website then. Okay, so there's you another stopping point. Does the sign come in? I don't, this is the kit, the exact kit that I'm doing. I don't know about anything else. Okay, so now we're going to make a bow. See, look at all that glitter, y'all. Lordy boy. So I've given you 3 stopping points so far. And now we're going to do a bow. So we are going to do, I'm thinking, we're going to do, now you can use 1, 2, or all 3 in this bow. Totally up to you how you want to use them, or if you want to just save it for another project. I'm thinking we're going to do green on bottom and then come in with the gold and then come back with the cream and gold. That's what I'm thinking. So we're going to do a bow. So we're going to do a 14-inch tail. And we're going to do 6-inch loops. So 3 6-inch loops on each side. Angie, stop it. Stop it. Look, we had a challenge, a bow challenge, blindfolded, and Angie won because she did her bow. I lost because my bows are bigger and more loopy and harder to do. So that's the only reason she won. But I did make my bow blindfolded, y'all. Exactly. I didn't throw her in the ditch. She threw me in the ditch. There it is. All right. So we did 3 6-inch loops, and we still have ribbon to do another project. Then we're going to come in with the gold. 14-inch tail. And we're doing 2 loops. See, I made almost this exact bow, just different ribbons, blindfolded, y'all. How Angie won, I have no idea. So we're doing 2 5-inch loops. I think I need to challenge Teresa. What do you think, Angie? And then we're going to come in with the cream and gold. 1 loop at 4 inches. Or you can match, mix and match any way you want to do it. Teresa's like, wait a minute. Come on. Yes. Either a rematch or I need to challenge somebody else. And I think Teresa's on my mind. So still a lot of ribbon for another project. Rematch, but with the same kind of bow. Yeah. Oh, you scrolled to make sure I was talking to another Teresa. I would, but we can wrangle you in. Teresa Harding, you know I'm talking about you, girlfriend. See, can you imagine making this bow blindfolded? A 3-way challenge. You have to go look. She's like, I'm out of here. You better start practicing, girlfriend. All right, there's our bow. It'll look better once we get it on. All right, so it's going to go right there, going right over the zip tie that we already have in there. Well, I'll let y'all use your eyeballs. And me and Angie will still do it blindfolded. How about that? All right, let's dovetail our ends. And this will be another stopping point. Talk about anxiety attack. Another tail. Where's my other green tail, y'all? Oh, there it is. Clear over there. What you doing over there? Look, sometimes you just have to talk to your tails and get just like children, get them back in line. Just a little bit. There we go. See, that cream, I think, just kind of breaks up all that gold and green. The cat took off with it. Cat usually doesn't come in here. I do too much cussing in this room. All right. Just gently pull down. Tails. My phone is just going off, y'all. Good thing I silenced it. Okay, so right there would be another stopping point. But I'm thinking let's add a little bit more of this. So we're going to add some in the bow. Once again, you do not have to. You can go ahead and stop right here. But we're just going for it, y'all. You've had 13 scam calls? Yeah. Usually I block them, so I'm not getting another one from that number, but that doesn't mean I don't still get them. They'll just call from another number. Crazy. Come right up underneath this way. And then maybe one coming out the top. Yeah, the do not call list, I don't think that ever really worked. So we're just going all up around. Basically, right now, I'm just trying to get rid of it, to get rid of all this glitter on my table. So going right up underneath, you want to make sure that your ribbon tails are definitely where you want them before you start gluing all of this in. Thought I just had another one. Did I already put it in? And you could really just keep going all day long and add these wherever you wanted to add them, or use the greenery however you wanted to use it. Totally up to you. But I think we're going to call this one done, y'all. Well, there you go. But like I said, you could always do it like this and put your sign this way as well. Really just depends on what kind of space you're trying to put it in. But yeah, totally. Hold on, this ribbon tail's driving me nuts. Let's fix it. There we go. So there you go. So this is kit number 157. Everything you see in here comes in the kit. So I gave y'all plenty of stopping points, probably like 4 stopping points, where you could just do the mesh and the ribbon, call it done. Then we added some of the picks. We could have called it done. We added the bow. We could have called it done. Then we added more picks. So it's really up to you and kind of what you're comfortable with on deciding where to stop and say it's done. So 4 different ways, 4 different times we could have stopped and been done with this wreath. Okay. So quick recap. We did 10-inch ruffles, every other on the outside, 10 pieces. We did 10 20-inch woodland ruffles, every other on the inside. Ribbon tails are 14 inches. And then the sign, the picks, and the bow. All right. Any questions? I may, if I can find what I need, I may actually go live on my own page around noon. But we'll see if I can find what I need. Any questions? So this is kit number 157, uniqueinthecreek.com. Now I have glitter everywhere. I'm going to be so pretty when I get Monk off the bus. Bus driver's going to be like, what the heck is going on in your house? All right. I'm out of here. Y'all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. Bye, y'all.